Alright folks, we're back again with another whiskey review. Today we're going to go over 3 different scotches, aged well over 10 years. I think most of them, the Highland Park and the Glenfiddich, I believe are both Highland. I'm not real sure. I don't know where the Auchentoshan is distilled at. I mean, it can be a Highland or a Speyside, whatever. But I have not had the Auchentoshan, and I know there's some out of the Highland Park, but I hadn't had that either. That was gifted to me. So I've had the Glenfiddich, really nice. Finished in new oak bourbon barrels. I mean, it was matured for 14 years. In first fill, former previous bourbon barrels, and then finished in virgin toasted new oak barrels. So it's going to have a more bourbon feel to it. But I haven't had this Auchentoshan 12. It was one of the whiskeys that I debated on having in my last lineup at the last club meeting. 8 Fingers Whiskey Club. But I took it out at the last minute, replaced it with I think either green spot or yellow spot, I don't remember, but we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Not feeling very lively today, so might just be the drinking, but we'll find out. It's pretty damn tasty. Most of these are available pretty much all year long. I want to say they, depending on where your location is, they're between $45 and $80. I think this one down here on the end is upwards of 80. Like I said, it was gifted to me, so I didn't have to buy it. It smells really nice. Very fruity and floral. On the front it says mandarins, toffee, and honeysuckle. Oh yeah, that's pretty good scotch. If I was to lead someone to a beginner scotch, like if they've been into bourbons, been into rye, and all kinds of other stuff, and wanted to finally get into scotches, I might lead them towards that path. Not bad. So up next, what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave a little bit left in the glass, and I'm going to go back through. Once I go through all 3, give my opinions of them, I'm going to go back and taste them again and get one final little review. So, yeah, it's got a, not really much going on in the nose. I mean, it just smells like scotch and a little bit of bourbon. Very smooth and easy to drink. I mean, if you're a bourbon fan and you want to try to get into scotches, you might look up the Glenfiddich 14. There, after I drank it, the nose was starting to come alive. Still, I can't pick anything apart. I mean, it's a very, very enjoyable whiskey. I'm glad I brought this one back out again because I've been kind of stuck on bourbons for a little while, and I've kind of backed off on my scotches. We had the last event with the Irish whiskey, which went really well. I thought it was overall a really good showing. Everybody had a good time. Learned some new things. I had some people ask me questions, trying to get into different whiskeys, and broadened people's knowledge and they're opened up their minds, so to speak. But let's go ahead and see how this Highland Park does. This is the very first Highland Park whiskey I've ever had in my life. It is the 15-year-old. I do not know anything about it. I don't know what it's. Nothing about it. So brand new. It has that same familiar Highland smell. It's almost like I gotta put my nose all the way down in the whiskey just to even get anything. Definitely has a little more peated whiskey flavor. Nowhere near like a Lefroy or an Ardbeg, but it's got an earthy mouthfeel to it. Definitely getting some of those earthy tones. I enjoy it. Shit, I'll probably go buy a bottle eventually. Once I get through that one. Yeah, there's a little bit of peated smoke on it, just a touch. It smells delicious. So, what I'm going to do now, in no random order, blind tasting, try not to spill them, blind tasting. Alright, so, in no particular order, I'm not going to look at the glasses because one of them is marked and I can tell what it is. I'm going to go ahead and try to pick these apart and see if I can fool myself. That's definitely the Glenfiddich. Yeah. Alright, so I hadn't looked at either one of these two glasses. I know one of them's marked in a specific manner, so I can pick it out. So we're going to go ahead and go with the next one. That's the Auchentoshan. Oh, it's not. That's not the Auchentoshan. I fooled myself. That is the Highland Park. So I got this little I got this Glencairn glass that has a Woodford Reserve label on it, and I specifically poured the Highland Park into that glass, and wow. So I might be way off on this other one. Hold on, let's see. I do remember the Auchentoshan being a lot more smoother. Is that the proper term? I don't know. Much more smooth on the palate. So we're gonna test it out. I need to give me some stickers or something to put on the bottom. Label them 1, 2, 3, whatever. Yeah, it's definitely the Auchentoshan. I mean, the triple distilled Scotch is highly recognizable sitting next to 2 other Scotches that are not triple distilled and that have a little more heartiness to it. Oh yeah, it's fruity. All in all, I mean, I enjoyed all 3 of them. Definitely enjoyed all 3 of them. Auchentoshan 12 year, Glenfiddich 14, Bourbon Barrel Reserve, and Highland Park 15. Put my stamp on all 3. You'll definitely enjoy them if you go buy them. I say that, but everybody's different. Some people like shit, and opinions vary. So, not every whiskey is great. Not every whiskey is good, but someone likes every whiskey. So, with that said, what I like is not necessarily what you're gonna like. What you like, I might think is shit. What I would say to that is expand your horizon, broaden your palate, try new stuff, drink some whiskey. And just have fun. I mean, I gave myself a mini blind tasting. I don't know 100% if I picked right on these, but I'm 99% sure, because this one was definitely a lot more smooth than this one. All in all, it was more or less a test. I think what I'm going to do is get several like 100 milliliter, 50 milliliter bottles, mark them all in certain orders, take all of the whiskeys that I have, put tastings in each one, mix them up, but still be able to keep track of them, because I don't have anybody here to mix them up for me. I can do my pours, whatever. But have a best of the best list of what I have in my possession. True blind tasting, like from start to finish. I won't know what I'm drinking. I'll mark it down, mark it on the bottle, whatever, and go from there and pick my number 1 overall whiskey that I have. I would go with Lefroy 10-year-old, but it might not end up that way. Yeah, I stand by mine. That's that bourbon barrel finish. But if you like, if you think what I want to do with the tasting, the blind tasting, let me know if you think it's a good idea. I might consider your opinion. I'll probably just say fuck it and do it anyway. So I'll post the results later on. It'll take me a couple weeks to get through it. I got to get some containers to do. I got a lot of whiskey to separate out all my whiskeys, mark them, catalog them, and then forget what I cataloged and start drinking them. So, cheers, Shantamal. I mean, whatever you want, whatever you say. May you die twice, and life's too short not to drink good whiskey. Have a good night.